the Israeli military, is on high alert as mediators express grave concerns about the imminent collapse of the 3-week-old truce between Israel and Hamas. The Israeli Security Cabinet has expedited a meeting scheduled for Tuesday evening to address the negotiations concerning the crucial second phase of the ceasefire agreement. Adding to the escalating tension, the Cannes news outlet reports that the Israeli army has canceled all leave for soldiers stationed in the Gaza division, a clear indication of the Israeli authorities' preparations for a potential resumption of hostilities. Simultaneously, families and supporters of the Israelis held hostage in Gaza have directly contacted the mediators, including representatives from Qatar, Egypt, and the United States, pleading for urgent intervention to ensure the full restoration and implementation of the hard-won agreement, a process that spanned over a year. While a Hamas spokesperson attributed the stalled prisoner exchanges to past Israeli violations of the truce, the current impasse is unfolding amidst increasingly uncompromising stances adopted by U.S. and Israeli leaders regarding the long-term future of the Gaza Strip. Donald Trump's repeated calls for a Gaza Strip devoid of Palestinians have garnered significant attention. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has publicly endorsed Trump's fresh idea for the territory, and Israeli media outlets report that he privately insists the war will only conclude if Hamas agrees to its complete dissolution. Adding fuel to the fire, Haaretz reported that Qatari officials issued a stern warning to Israeli counterparts over the weekend, highlighting that even the first phase of the ceasefire agreement is imperiled by provocative statements emanating from Netanyahu and his government's unyielding approach to the second phase negotiations. An Israeli source disclosed that Qatari diplomats conveyed strongly worded messages, reminding Israel of their crucial role as hosts, key mediators, and guarantors of the agreement's implementation, underscoring their vested interest in its survival. The emaciated condition of the 3 hostages released on Saturday profoundly shocked the Israeli public, intensifying the pressure on the government to secure the release of those remaining in captivity. Several recently returned hostages have voiced profound fears about the dwindling chances of survival for those still held within Gaza. To date, 16 Israelis have been released, all of whom are alive, and Hamas also freed 5 Thai citizens last week, individuals who were not formally included in the prisoner exchange negotiations. The precarious situation underscores the urgent need for renewed diplomatic efforts to prevent a catastrophic escalation of violence and secure the safe return of all remaining hostages. The fragile truce hangs precariously in the balance, with the specter of renewed conflict casting a long shadow over the region. The intense pressure on all parties involved demands a swift resolution to avoid further bloodshed and humanitarian crisis. The international community watches with bated breath, hoping for a breakthrough to avert a potential catastrophe. The consequences of failure are too dire to contemplate. A renewed conflict would undoubtedly lead to immense suffering and instability across the region, jeopardizing any hope for lasting peace. The onus is on all involved to prioritize diplomacy and find a path towards a sustainable and equitable resolution. The lives of countless individuals hang in the balance. The global community urges restraint and a commitment to peaceful negotiations.